Hey, here's Joe again and welcome back to Bloodborne, where we just unlocked our first shortcut here in central Yharnam and upgraded our weapon to +1. Not that it really matters on these guys, but it will matter later. But we want to look around and see. I mean, we're not going to look around down here. Those two big trolls, they will be left for later. I definitely pressed the dodge button in time, you freaking person. We already went through the lower floor of this building. We want to go up today. Up on top of the bridge. And these guys are barely visible. I just know that they're there. Like this, I know like the exact enemy placement in this first part of the levels I won't know it for later parts of later levels. Don't you worry about that. Okay, up towards the bridge. Good. So we already see over there werewolves, no likey. Over there big troll, no likey at all. So we take the werewolf option, especially since we have you can pull them single. Oh god! Don't you dare! Oh god! And we pulled both of them. These are so dangerous, I don't like them. And the other one fell through the floor. We get the blood vials of this one though. Okay. Lost a few blood vials in the process. I think I used more than 2. Well, we can go the wrong direction. Like that, it goes towards east, towards the cathedral ward and the big church. We are gonna go that way, but I want to do something first. So now we have different options on where to go here. I don't know. Is the patrolling group, do they patrol to up here or not? Because we will explore that lower part later, so whatever. Let's go this way first to the end, to this end of the bridge. Not even an item? I expect an item, surely. You can be wrong. Patrol? Nope. Okay. Okay, this way is the way we go now. Can see back to the place where the big congregation was before. Where they burned the werewolf. Bloodstone shards. Going a different way now. I should really heal up to full. More bloodstone shards. We're at 2. We need 5 for the next upgrade. So we can now either go over there, go down the ladder. Or we could just jump the one story here. Shouldn't kill us. Okay. So this is very dark. We could jump there. Isn't there a ladder? And there's also a ladder. But if we jump, we won't be able to use the ladder later, so... Where? Am I so blind? Where is it? Wow. I'm completely blind, apparently. And we can already see them patrolling. Bold B to slide down ladders. Did that guy already aggro? Hopefully not. These are really dangerous. I want to show you the parry mechanics with the gun though. And I think these are slow enough to do that. That was not the left trigger. Wrong. Too late. Too late. Too late. Right timing, but he did hit me before. And you can then run up to them and perform this special attack, which does a ton of damage. We saw that as the backstab in the last episode. Just wanted to show that off. Now I'll be conserving vials again. Do an attack. That one has a follow-up. That one doesn't. Good. Oil urns, they drop. Next guy. He has a bigger weapon. That is not the left trigger, Joe. Fuck you! That was really in time. How delayed is that? How did I not use my gun when I pressed the button? And you have to be there on time. But that big weapon hurts. And that's why I'm afraid of this guy. Getting blood vials out of it is not bad. Because we have another option to get to have some some quicksilver bullets. If we press up on the D-pad, we can use our health to create 5 blood bullets, which we can then use. So we know that concept from Sekiro, where we had the ceremonial tanto, I think, the dagger with which you could cut yourself in order to get extra spirit emblems. Okay, we put one. I think the second one just aggroed, just activated its AI but didn't aggro. Getting rid of the rats first so that we can actually look around here in the sewers in a second. These should aggro together. How did you miss me? The follow-up attacks were too late. My follow-up attacks. Okay. No items here, but first of all, you dropped one. No. Okay. We see an item up there, so we will have to jump down for some items here. Next red. Okay, got rid of the rats. There's something far worse down here. Fucking hell! How did you miss? Point blank! Got him. Some blood vials. Yeah, very much needed if we are wasting bullets like that. But he guarded an item here. And that's why we came here. A real armor set, not this freaking starting bullshit we came with. You can see like everything goes up but poison resistance, which we don't need by now. One of the standard articles of hunter attire fashioned at the workshop, a fine piece of hunter attire that provides stable defense to anyone facing Yharnam's beastly threat. Recognizable by its withered feathers, this cap is fashioned after one of the old hunters. A fine piece of hunter attire, we had that, allows one to stalk beast unannounced by the cover of night. Also this one, also just everything going up, but slow poison resistance. And now all the other pieces have the same description. Oh, we suddenly look like the guy on the cover of the game. We even have the same weapon. Why did left bumper not change? So that I actually thought, wait, does left trigger change instead? It doesn't. Okay. Good. There's a second way of sewer over there. We're gonna go to that soon. What's the messages, man? Getting messages all day today. Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, wait, there's an item that we wanted to get. My mother fell down the stairs yesterday, and I'm like going away and forth in between the hospital and her home and bringing her stuff for like half the day, yesterday and today, and I'll have to bring her more stuff, and it's actually a pain. I have to, like, you can only visit her in hospital once a day because of COVID situation. And you can also are there more items over here that you can drop to? No. Okay. There are also you have also every like once like they just changed it. Like until yesterday it was fucking hell, asshole game. Until yesterday, it was what we call with us 3G, because all the words start with a G. Meaning you have to be either tested or have had corona and have recovered. So it's tested, recovered, or vaccinated. Just the German words all start with a G. So until yesterday it was 3G, and from today onward it will be 2G plus, meaning you have to be vaccinated or recovered and tested. And if you're not recovered or vaccinated, you won't even get access to the hospital. It's just the way it is now. But I have to do a test every day now, in addition to being vaccinated. But another good thing happened. I got my appointment for my third vaccination. Hopefully upping that vaccination efficiency a bit, because there are a lot of vaccinated people are getting sick now. Okay, birds. And listen to that noise that the birds make. Doesn't sound like birds at all. Madman's knowledge. That's the exact reason I did this journey. I will read that item before we use it. But we want to look around here first. Oh, that creepy music. So if you can sneak up on the guys, easy. Get some shining coins. Let's talk to this guy first.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door.
Nope.
Heavens, the depths of depravity. Wretched outsider, heaven.
Good. So the item I just got. We picked up a few items. Bolt Hunter's Mark, that's your homeward bone. Shining coins, that's like your stones, glowing stones that you put on the ground to find your way back. I'll never use those. And we have Madman's knowledge. Skull of an enlightened madman used to gain insight. Make contact with eldritch wisdom. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose. For posterity. Okay, and go upstairs. Let's go towards the creepy music. Not the notes. Here.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? Please go look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared. Really? Oh, thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
The tiny music box.
It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
If Daddy forgets us, she plays the music box.
My mum wears a red, it's so big. Oh, and it plays.
So in the music box. There it is. Received from a young Yharnam girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. 2 names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. Gascoigne. And that's the exact same creepy song we just heard playing. This gate is closed by a device, but the device is here. So hopefully this still works if we approach from this side. I don't know. We already hear him growling. I want to be going very slow and quiet here. There's the guy that was bumping at that door all the time. We went here last episode, but then turned around and went another way. Fucking hell, why do I press the wrong button every time? Thank you for missing me, but that was still stupid. How? When did I change? What the? How? I was behind you, you fuckhead. Die. My god. Got the bloodfires, but this is what we came for, the items that we saw before. More Molotov cocktails and a torch. Get the next weapon. A torch. Just as a tiny bit of fire attack. A common torch formed by wrapping a pine resin drenched cloth around the end of a long stick. Hunters choose torches not only because the hunt leads them to the darkest nooks, but also because certain creatures they encounter are possessed of a deathly fear of flame. So some fear flame. We have that now as an option. Good. And that's why the crows are dangerous. They can freaking fly. More oil urns. More pebbles. Good. So in the first episode, we were very much at the end of our recording time. That's why I jumped down to the left here instead of going this way. We can explore the rest of this now. This is just a short way to come back to where we were before. Hey, you fuckhead up there. Can you aggro? Fucking hell. Not what I wanted. Oh god, I thought you were the dead one. When did I press left bumper? I have no idea. Oh my god. This is going so bad. It's great. It's supposed to be chaos. It's supposed to feel like chaos. Everything's fine. Perfect. Getting some quicksilver bullets, like every gun guy drops quicksilver bullets. Some blood vials. The way it's in this game, you can throw stuff in, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't work like it did in other games. And this way goes back up to the bridge as we know it, where we started this episode. So this was the patrolling group. I was trying to see whether it goes up or not, which it didn't at the beginning of the episode. Let's go this way. We don't want the dogs to come out of their cages. Did we already aggro this one? No. Like the guys that are outside the cages have higher health than the ones inside the cages. Okay, so this was where I turned around after speaking to that woman there. She's the one who wants to have... wants me to tell her where there's a way, where there's a safe place. And there will be beasts patrolling near her place. Okay, well, we want to actually go this way. Okay, and this is the drop down I didn't want to do last time. Few items up here. But I think somewhere over here, yes, there's a way out. And we meet a friend.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
Old hunter's marks.
Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
Mm-hmm.
Still lingering about.
Yes.
What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts?
Nope. Just wanting to know what else you tell about.
No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Shake off cape. The best gesture in the game, which we can't show.
What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt. What are you still... A hunt?
And she's laid a shining coin here. Which is interesting. Good. I don't remember her name, but we'll meet her again. Did she tell us on her name and I just didn't fully grasp it? Might be. Okay, we can't get that item. Which one was horizontal? That one. Okay. Fucking hell. Cut down one item. Getting some cold blood dew. That one's easier to cut down. Cut down second item. Okay, did everything we needed to do up here. We can now jump down. We want to take as little falling damage as possible. So I'll be trying to fall onto those stairs, which is not a thing. Okay. I'm standing in the air. Please drop. I don't know if we aggroed someone from here. It's just not a good idea to fight multiple of those fuckers at once. Will it detect me? Will it just stand there? Will it die? What the fuck? Why didn't that backstab? Apparently that wasn't perfectly behind. Since when do ranged guys run towards us? Normally they just stay where they are. I might just be used to Demon Souls, where ranged guys stay where they are. Because I played Demon Souls last. Okay. Some quicksilver bullets, thank you. Okay, nobody here. Don't know whether one patrols out there. And we're gonna go for this guy first, the guy patrolling with a torch. I pressed B very much before you tried to attack me, but my character didn't fucking react. Bloodstone shards, also a possible drop of enemies apparently. Okay, we got everything, but did you notice something? We cut down some items, but they weren't here. That's because they dropped one stage lower. We'll have to drop there and then drop into the next part. I will go ahead. Let's clear everything from that part of the sewers before we drop into the sewers via that way where we don't have a place to retreat to. We already see ranged guy over there. And ranged guy over there. They're with each other right now. Perfect time to go for both ranged guys at once. Are you kidding me? Point blank. And the big guy attacked me. I thought this is the doorway. Should have not stayed locked on. Oh no! Don't you dare! No! You fucking! No! No internet connectivity. Fuck you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow for me. But why the hell do I not have internet? Fuck you. Warum? So every few days it happens that my internet just gets shredded for a moment. I've no idea how long that will take. But yeah, so I'll definitely be back with you in a second. I don't know what happened now because the PlayStation system don't stop. There is no automatic pause for lost contact or anything. So that guy will have killed me. Definitely. and I'll have to fight my way back there. So I'm meeting you there. If the game saved, or maybe the game didn't save at all, and then I have no idea. It's just a general fuck you situation. So, 6 hours later, where did it save me? Did I die? Off screen? Did I die twice and lose my souls or something like that? I did definitely die, most definitely. Okay, I'm gonna fight my way back. I'm meeting you there. So, I'm exactly back to where I died. And now it's time to talk about Bloodborne's system of how you reacquire your lost blood echoes. I died exactly here. They aren't here. So, one option is they are just on the floor and you can pick them up. Like in Dark Souls, for example. The other option is... Fuck you, game. Bullshit! How are you here? You were patrolling over at a completely different side. Don't you dare crash on me at the same enemy again. And you see, it doesn't one-shot them, it's just a lot of damage. So the other option is that it's on one of the patrolling enemies. I was pretty certain I saw him way over there when I went out. And now I'm really confused as to where my souls are. Like... Blood echoes normally they get like put on the ground, and then they can also be on a different enemy, like on an enemy that has picked them up. There! I'm blind. I'm completely blind. I must have managed to walk in without really looking in that direction. Yeah, I was looking at this enemy and then backstabbing him, and then I went around this way and I attacked this enemy. And then I didn't look. Wait a second, I just saw them. Where are they? They must be have been added to a red downstairs. Sorry, that took away a lot of time now that I don't have. Great. Okay, let's explore. And just assume the blood echoes will reappear as soon as we look downstairs. I'm expecting birds here. No birds are here. Which is confusing. Cold blood dew, that's hard souls again. Or the birds over there. Yeah, okay, they're at the other part of the ramparts. That's where Birdland is. At least I one-shot the birds. And can get all my health back. Okay. I must search for my blood echoes. They might be on an enemy. And just like they load, when I'm out of the loading zone of all the rubble, it will place them back to where it was. I have no idea. I have no idea. Why are they not here? Extra oil urns. Okay, we explored everything that's upstairs. Now for the downstairs. This way seems fine. As fine a way as any to go down. Bloodstone shards. This we saw already in this episode. We went up that ladder to get to the shortcut where the little girl told me to go and find her mother, or more her red brooch, or that's how I'm supposed to recognize the mother. We'll be looking upstairs at rafter items in a second. Just want to be certain that there's nothing down here. I think there's only one rafter item per section. I might be wrong. Okay, down into the sewer part of the wharf. A wharf for the sewers, which is a really weird thing to think about. But let's get over here to the dead end. Okay, we got the rats. They drop all manner of weird items. And we get a second Madman's knowledge. So either way, that goes downstairs here towards the sewer section of the game. We'll have a Madman's knowledge. Did you jump down? No, okay. We'll have to take falling damage twice here. And hopefully not die to the rats. I mean, they should be easy, but they can swarm you, and that can be really bad. Have you returned, ominous thing? Fuckers. How did you die? Aha, you tried to fight. I didn't try to fight, I was locked off the game. That's how I died. My only death so far. Time for quick steps. I don't think so. Try to land on the rubble to reduce falling damage. Was trying to look for whether my soul spawned somewhere there. It might have been... Aha! There you are! You saw it! You saw it! With me, you saw it, that my blood echoes were on the ground. They were lying on the ground, and when I came closer, they disappeared. So when you load in the area, it checks which enemy is the closest enemy nearby, and if one is inside a certain radius, they pick up your echoes, even if it's in a location that's not belonging to the other part, and that's 6k souls there were on that. Great. There's the item that we dropped down by cutting. And yeah, it's a late coffee. It's 9 in the evening now, and I will get myself another coffee. Still. Reds don't seem to be a problem in this game. 2 bloodstone shards were on the one body, and we'll be looking at the second body in a second. I'm so glad I refound my souls. Because as soon as we are able to level up, which might be soon, spoiler, that's really helpful to have blood echoes. I'm trying to avoid the word souls, but I'll be using the word souls a lot for blood echoes, just because that's what they are. We could heal back the falling damage by hitting a rat. Isn't that cool? Okay. Multiple rats here. One of them sensed me. Jump attack still works like in Souls game, which is forward on the movement stick and right trigger. We get the saw spear, the second weapon I was talking about, maybe running. So let me show you the saw spear. It is lower damage now, but that's certain because we upgraded our weapon already. It has additional thrust damage in here because it's a spear. It scales double D instead of DE, but actually the strength scaling is lower on the spear, as I know. Okay, this saw Effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a medium-range spear. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt and only grows in effectiveness. We already read that. Okay, so if we change our weapon, this is the spear. This moveset of the spear in this form is exactly the same as the moveset of the saw cleaver, but we can transform it. So now we should get a different moveset. Yet now the right bumper attacks are alternating between vertical and horizontal, and the right trigger attack is a thrust. Now this thrust looks really great and is a really great attack, but the problem, if I want to backstab, I have to use the ranged, the charged attack, which is shooting the spear in a thrust way downwards towards the ground. And now I'm trying to aim at something and hit it. And you see, it's landing towards the left of where I aimed at. And that's the problem. If I lock onto an enemy, sneak up behind him, I'm standing directly behind them, and then doing that, I'm missing him. I'm missing him. And that's the main problem why I'm running the cleaver instead of the spear. That's it. Okay, showed you the next trick weapon, found everything here, and it's actually time to end the episode. When did this guy drop down? It's a pebble, yeah, of course. Good, let's find ourselves a shortcut back up. We won't take care we don't involve ourselves with this mess anymore. We already solved that. We want to go this way now. One of the crows came down. We saw multiple up there. Are you kidding me? I want my life back, please. Thank you. Blood vials. I tried hitting it upstairs, which would have really helped. Is this dead end? Yes. Continue. Pebble. Getting sent to storage, as you can see by the icon. Like that green background storage box looking thingy. You are alive. And if I expend all my stamina, the fuckhead doesn't die. Great, we need to upgrade our weapon once more, which we can. We should have found enough shards by now. Oh, it's puking. Also look at all the grossness on my hunter's garb. Isn't that glorious, all that blood and grossness on it? Okay, whatever. Come on. You, upstairs, guys. Oh god, I shouldn't have locked on the camera. We got our life back. No problem. Okay. We look into tunnel and see big beast. We say no. Easy choice. We'll explore here further. First, we want to check what's at the end of the bridge. And with the bridge, I don't mean this bridge, because this is not the bridge we're supposed to take. That is the big bridge towards the cathedral ward. This is the side way. Nobody has told us about the sideway yet, so we're not supposed to be here yet. We're supposed to follow our waypoint towards the big bridge, but we got our shortcut here. Back up to a place we don't know. Because I didn't take this way. Pull one only, please. I hate myself for pulling the wrong thing every time. Left bumper instead of left trigger. Should be able to two-shot him now. Okay, one shot. That's fine. I'm always pull. I have the timing down, at least a little bit. There's a sad thing that you fucking lose your lock on when you do that. And that will be very detrimental in the boss fight. So these guys drop a lot of bloodfires, no quicksilver bullets, but also shining coins, which makes them less useful. Okay. But this stairway already leads us to a place we know where we are, which is right at the beginning of our shortcut section. Same goes for the other side. That's just the other side. Like this way. We went up there and grabbed one item, and then we went this way through the shortcut building. This is where the one shotgun barrel wheelchair guy was chilling out. Good. Let us go back to the dream. Anything new to tell me?
Across the valley deep within lies I haven't heard of pale blood. That's your best bet.
Across the valley. Over the bridge, she said at the beginning, but he already gave up on that. Good. We read about this item already. Used to gain insight. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, because we want to serve a grander purpose for posterity. Use 1. And you see our second currency there in the upper right. I have to turn left to show right because of brain getting turned around. Yeah, we now have 1 inside. Let's return to the hunter's dream. I think it's time to use the door.
Hello, good hunter. I am a doll, here in this dream to look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit. Did you speak with German?
Yes.
He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet?
Yes.
Ah,
And that's where she starts looping. We
very well.
can level up at her.
Let the echoes become your strength.
She's our Emerald Maiden or
Let me stand close.
Fire Keeper
Now shut your
or
eyes.
whatever it is in the other games. We're gonna look at the level up screen in a second.
Farewell, good hunt. May you find.
Okay. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Silencing blank and such forms of cooperations. So with a beckoning bell we can pay insight to summon friends, and with a silencing blank we can stop ringing that or send them home. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters, and this is for the same thing but for NPCs. Does it say more when we look here? Its ring resonates across worlds, and the first hunter used it as a special sign to call hunters from other worlds to cross the gap and cooperate. A human must use insight to ring this uncanny bell, but the benefits of cross-world cooperation are many, but are not needed right now. Where's the other one? It's a key item. So, we must expend insight to ring this uncanny bell. The old hunters who have long passed from the deem but cannot forget the feelings of the hunt rely upon messengers to relay their thoughts. Ring the bell at their side and they are certain to give a listen, for the night of the hunt is long and unchanging. So what this is, this allows us to summon NPCs for boss fights, which is a thing that we probably won't do. Also, there's no inventory equipment weight, so there's no need to de-equip the spear saw, but the saw spear, but I will do that to more easily identify my weapon in the screen, because this one has a dot on it and this one doesn't, because this one is equipped. We have enough bloodstone shards to upgrade this weapon again, which will up its damage by 10. Not much, but it will add up soon enough. +2. +3 will give us the second blood gem slot, which doesn't help because we don't have the tool to fit blood gems. We don't need to repair anything because, again, we fortified before needing to repair. Don't know whether German is somewhere. We can use this shop now. Buy with insight, make trades with messengers using insight. We can now ring this bell to help hunters, in other words. This is if we want to use co-op. And we can use that to gain insight and experience. And nothing else has been unlocked here yet. Anything over here? Nope. And I suppose no German. Okay. Good. Then it's time to level up. And I'll need to think about that for a second.
Welcome. What is it you... Very well. Let me...
So, as always with Souls-likes, vitality, very important because you just live more longer. And see that 60% increase in physical defense from 2 levels. I don't really know what that thing does there. Ability to defend against physical attacks or against foes with corporeal flesh. Yeah, but shouldn't that go up from my freaking armor? No, that's damage reduction over there, but I have no idea why that is a thing. Can you end that? Thank you. Okay. Good. Okay. We have vitality to go up, hit points and physical defense. Everything ups physical defense, by the way, so we're going the... Is that the Dark Souls 3 way of having like base defenses increase with every level? Endurance has the special thing of also going for slow and rapid poison resistance, which is the only thing that ups any other resistance than the basic physical defense. Endurance is our stamina thing. We don't have equipment weight in this, so it's just stamina, but I can't stress enough, stamina is a really underutilized and important thing to level up in Souls-likes. I really like that. So then we have strength and skill, which are just the two different things our weapon's scaling with, and we can already see that it scales better with strength than with skill. But those special attacks that we did with the backstab and with the parry and riposte, that damage is skill based. It's not weapon damage based. It's not based on whether I'm even holding a weapon. So if I do that barehanded, it will do the same amount of damage. But it's based on skill alone, so we shouldn't neglect skill. Blood tinge is mainly for shooting. And there's some blood tinge weapons, but they're late in the game, and the really good blood tinge stuff I think only comes in a DLC, which we don't have. And similar things go for arcane, that's very late game, where you get that stuff, and the best arcane stuff is in the DLC. So we won't really get any use out of that. So blood tinge and arcane won't be used, so we have these 4 stats to think about. And for now, I want to increase vitality and endurance just a tiny bit to have like a basic standpoint on those. And then I want to go strength and skill. Just 1 level of each, 2 levels in vitality and endurance. Seems lame now, especially since I'm not going all in into strength or skill. But we will have enough blood echoes to go wherever we want to with this build. So let's do this and see. We need 570 more blood echoes. But if you remember,
may you find your
we had heart souls in here. So for example, 1 thick cold blood 5. A strong will produces thick blood, doubtless the product of obsession, a potent source of human strength. Use the big one. That's enough for a level up by itself. I'll just use every single one. The 3 is 1k. And the 1 is 2100 divided by 6. 350. Okay.
welcome. What is it you...
I just try to keep it in the back of my mind for later, but I sure as hell won't remember. Strength and skill just to up everything by 2. Or go a bit more. Oh, that does the same amount of damage, so it doesn't matter. Okay, 2 into everything. Great. Perfect. That's the beginner mistake, to level everything evenly. And I'm doing it. Yay. But I think it's a good idea because basic hit points and stamina bars being longer is so good. But we shouldn't completely
may you find your worth in the waking
not
world.
do the damage scaling increase. Okay, and rest of items will go. Oh, I could see what I can sell stuff. Like shining coins I never need, but they're worth nothing. But we should look at, for example, the sword spear sells for 500. And my starting gear would also sell for 750. But I want 1 piece of everything. Like, for example, when I want slow poison resist, I can go to this set again. Because we saw that slow poison resists the only thing that's better in that set than on our set. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But we wanted to acquire, we wanted to look at this and compare it to mine. Why can't I do that? 50, 40, 40, 40, 50, 50, 50. 50, 50, 40, 50, 20 to 50, 30. So it's bolt and arcane that goes up, but blunt and blood that goes down with that other set. Okay, I don't expect bolt and arcane to happen now. And I expect blunt to happen now. So we won't buy that now. Okay. But we'll keep that in mind. This is a different hunter gear. Ludwig, the first hunter of the Healing Church, once recruited Yharnamites to serve as hunters. This hunter's attire was made for new recruits and has excellent straightforward defense. This is not nearly enough though to allow an ordinary man to stand any real chance against the beast. But we get some clean hunter garb instead of the stuff that we found in the sewers, if we want to. But for now, we know Bloodwires will get a real big problem, and I can't understate that. And we have to buy as many of them as possible. especially since I'm pretty certain that they will get more expensive. Okay, in tomorrow's episode we're gonna see what happens if we go on top of the big bridge and go in the other direction. Let me show you. I'll show you next episode. Okay, so we're gonna see us there tomorrow. Have a nice day.